What's good, people? This is Holy Warrior Yancey, and this is Holy Warrior Yancey Productions. I'm gonna get straight into this. Sometimes you really do have to question love in a relationship. Sometimes you really have to ponder, is this really love? You know what I mean? And this is what I mean. People really don't have a true concept of what love is. Personally, what I learned, love is commitment. People think love is feelings. People think that love is something you can jump in and out of like a bed. And that isn't true. Love is commitment. I think about God and how he flooded the earth. But yet, he spared mankind and even the animals. You know what I mean? With Noah and his family, and Noah gathering two of each animal. You know, God was fed up with mankind and all the evil that was going on in the earth. Now, if God operated in feelings, you know, there wouldn't have been that mercy of the ark. He would have totally been done with us, washed his hand with us, literally, you know, in that flood. But God didn't operate on emotions. God operated in commitment. He was still committed to us, even though he knew that we would fail him again and again and again and again. In a relationship, you really do have to question, is the love real? It's truly sad that people who are in these relationships, and as years go on and as children are being born or whatever, you know what I mean, someone in the relationship come to the conclusion that they never really loved the person they've been with all those years, you know. And it's a common thing, unfortunately, because like I said, people really don't know what love is. I'm going to share some real life scenarios. And as I always say, you know, whether these things are about me or these are things that I observed from other people's lives, that's none of your concern. Let's just take the journey and learn. Okay. I know a brother that been in a long relationship. Let's just say this relationship lasted about a good 9 to 10 years. In this relationship, you know, the brother had twin daughters with this lady he was dealing with. The lady that he was dealing with during the 9 to 10 years they've been together, she stepped out on him a few times. And the brother, he was really devastated by the betrayal, and he didn't understand it. Because for most part, you know, his lady seemed happy. I mean, he worked hard, he was a good family man and everything else. And he didn't understand what she saw in these other dudes. And the brother, you know what I mean, he pulled her to the side and asked her, why do you love me? And do you really love me? And she brought up that she loved him because he always took care of her, you know. He was always there for her when she needed something. She brought up that he was a shoulder to cry on when she went through things. She brought up basically how the brother was always a comfort to her. And then he asked her, what did these other guys have that I didn't have? And she told him, nothing really. It's just that she got caught up with these guys, and these guys brought a level of excitement to her. You know what I mean? Brought a element of excitement and to her life. And the brother concluded that she never truly loved him, but she just loved the comfort that he provided her. And this is something that you really have to look out for. You really have to question, is it really love in these relationships you be in? Because some people can just be so caught up in how you treat them and not actually love you. And some would think that could just be a sexual thing. People can easily see and relate how somebody can get caught up in how somebody makes them feel sexually, you know? There's people out here that got the bomb sex, the bomb body, and can just have a person caught up. You know what I mean? But just like somebody can be caught up in some bomb sex and confuse that with love and not really love the person, people can also be caught up in somebody treating them good and taking care of them good and not actually loving them. So you have to be careful. You know, and one of the best things you can do before you go to the altar and say I do is really examine each other, you know, to find out, do you really love each other, you know, before you say I do. But it's a mind-boggling thing because people can actually love the things you do for them and love the way you make them feel. You know what I mean? Well, let me rephrase that. People can actually love what you do for them rather than loving you as a person. And people can actually love how you make them feel, whether that's physically, emotionally, or whatever. They can actually be caught up in that and love that and not love you. It's crazy. But it happens because people really don't have a true concept of what love is. So be careful. It's a good thing in relationships to often ask each other, why do you love me? That confirmation is something that's needed for both parties involved. And I'm going to leave it right there. This is Holy Warrior Yancey, and this is Holy Warrior Yancey Productions. Google search me, Holy Warrior Yancey Productions. Look me up on YouTube, Holy Warrior Yancey or Olin Yancey. You'll find my videos. I got a blog going on, holywarrioryancey1.blogspot.com. Check me out. I'm sorry, it's holywarrior1.blogspot.com. Check me out. Take care. God bless.